and welcome to Today in History for March 1st, a new month. I'm Michael Powell. On today's date, March 1st of 1932, what was labeled the crime of the century took place. On March 1st, 1932, in a crime that captured the attention of the entire nation, Charles Lindbergh Jr., the 20-month-old son of aviation hero Charles Lindbergh, was kidnapped from the family's new mansion in Hopewell, New Jersey. Lindbergh, who became an international celebrity when he flew the first solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean in 1927, and his wife Anne discovered a ransom note demanding $50,000 in their son's empty room. The kidnapper used a ladder to climb up to the open second-floor window of the left muddy footprints in the room. The Lindberghs were inundated by offers of assistance and false clues. Even Al Capone offered to help from prison. For 3 days, investigators found nothing, and there was no further word from the kidnappers. Then a new letter showed up, this time demanding $70,000. The kidnappers eventually gave instructions for dropping off the money. When it was delivered, the Lindberghs were told their baby was on a boat called the Nellie off the coast of Massachusetts. After an exhaustive search, however, there was no sign of either the boat or the child. Soon after, the baby's body was discovered near the Lindbergh mansion. He had been killed the night of the kidnapping and was found less than a mile from home. The heartbroken Lindberghs ended up donating the mansion to charity and moved away. The kidnapping looked like it would go unsolved until September of 1934, when a marked bill from the ransom turned up. The gas station attendant who had accepted the bill wrote down the license plate number because he was suspicious of the driver. It was tracked back to a German immigrant and carpenter, Bruno Hauptmann. When his home was searched, the detectives found a chunk of the Lindbergh ransom money. Hauptmann claimed that a friend had given him the money to hold and that he had no connection to the crime. The resulting trial was a national sensation. The prosecution's case was not particularly strong. The main evidence, besides the money, was the testimony from handwriting experts that the ransom note had been written by Hauptmann. The prosecution also tried to establish a connection between Hauptmann and the type of wood that was used to make the ladder. Still, the evidence and intense public pressure were enough to convict Hauptmann, and he was electrocuted in 1936. In the aftermath of the crime, the most notorious of the 1930s, kidnapping was made a federal offense. The loss of the chimp Lindbergh baby took place on this date in history. I'm Michael Powell. Join me again tomorrow and see what that day will bring. Till then, YouTube wants you to watch this.